Hello and welcome to the show.
Steven, how are you?
I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. This is John Aspinall, and this is the first kickoff of John's show. And I just wanted to come by, stop by, and say hello. John's been working with me for more than a year now, and he heads up on our sales team, talking to people to help them decide whether to use My Amazon Guy. And in these sessions, you're going to hear John do live ASIN reviews. So if you'd like to use John today and use his awesome advice and wonders, leave a comment now with your ASIN, and he'll go in and review it for you. John, welcome to your own show.
I'm going to be used today, everyone. As Steven says, please use me in the most respectable way possible. I appreciate it. But yeah, love to get cracking, dive in there. Steven had no idea you were going to show up. I was over here dancing. I was getting ready to do some crazy intro, and all of a sudden he just drops right in. Let's hop right into it. Yeah.
So we've got ASINs in the queue here. You can see in the comments, these are the ASINs we're going to look at. We're going to do first come, first serve. If you make a donation to the channel or you're a channel member, we will prioritize your ASIN reviews. So please do consider contributing as we're investing here. Here's a little cameo from my son, Hunter. We're launching Hunter's Hijinks, one of our newest brands here, coming up in the next couple of months. This dude's going to be an engineer someday. Are you? You going to be an engineer? Yeah. All right. Well, John, I'm going to turn the show over to you. I'm excited to see what you pull off. And guys, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you later.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
Don't leave yet.
Twins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Twinning.
Look at that. Unplanned. All of this was unplanned. All right. Make sure you guys treat John well. And with that, I'll turn it over.
Thank you, sir. That was unexpected, guys. That was very much unexpected. I did not expect Steven to hop in, but that was a little bit of a treat. So we're going to hop right into the first one. Ryan, I know you're going to be controlling my comments here, so let's pull up the first one that we got going on. Awesome. So try draw this. We got our first ASIN up here. So let me pull this up. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to hop right into it. I will tell you guys, I am going to be extremely from the hip, honest, and raw, right? So I want to tell you exactly how it is so you understand how we can together help you make it better for conversion purposes, for merchandising. PPC is great. All that other stuff is great. Here we're talking about specifically your listing and how we can make it better and what you could do. So let's hop right into it. Let me pull this up here. Share my screen. First episode hiccups here. So let's see here. Share my screen. Ryan, I don't think I'm able to share. I don't think anyone can see my screen though. Hang on one second. I have a little technical difficulties here about sharing screens. Yeah, so while we're figuring this out about sharing the screens here, so you guys can see exactly what we're working on. So the first ASIN here is going to be a cookbook. So I will say books are going to be a little bit. Can you guys see my screen? Put in the comments if you can see my screen on it. There we go. Thank you, Ryan. So I will say, this hits a little close to home for me because I actually found out I was a type 2 diabetic in November. Yeah, so definitely very much home for me. So let's take a look here. So books are going to be a little bit of a funny thing with Amazon because Amazon has a big stronghold over books. So merchandising books, but let's take a look and see. So right off the rip, I will say, try draw this. You want to make sure capitalization is going to be paramount, right? Because easy diabetes, juicing, recipes, cookbook, none of that's capitalized. So you want to make sure, you dot your I's and cross your T's here. From a merchandising standpoint, and again, books are a little bit of a different kind of anomaly compared to other goods on Amazon because there's a lot more things you can do. But you're not really showcasing what's inside. There's no sample here of the book, anything good like that. So I definitely would want to see that. Let's take a look here as well. You do have a typo here. So easy diabetes, that's a typo. So overall, you'd want to make sure that you kind of proofread your copy paramount for everything else. And then there's no A+ content. There's no merchandising here. It's a little bit of a difficult thing to do with books because you're limited on the merchandising efforts that you can do. So not much I can go into on this. So try draw this. I know you put another one there. So Ryan, let's hop to the next one. We'll see about that one possibly. I think there's another one from try draw this. Yeah, I think this is the one here. Okay, so it's going to be books as well. Yeah. So guys, I will say things like books are a little bit more difficult than actual goods, just because you're limited with what you can kind of do as far as the merchandising aspect of it. Yeah, I would just say try draw this. You'd want to focus a little bit more on the proofreading and the copy of it. But again, books are really not the best kind of listing optimization review. Let's hop to the next one. So Mark says, hi, John Aspinall. Hey, Mark, how are you? Good day. May I request to review ASIN such and such? I appreciate your honest review, feedback, and suggestion. Thanks so much. Absolutely, Mark. Let's pull this up here. And by the way, don't forget to check out, I'm actually co-starring with Jason Mastro Mateo on Fridays for the podcast, Ask Anything for my Amazon guy. And Jason, if you're watching, you said that you can't copy and paste through the comments, and I'm doing it. So proved you wrong. Let's take a look here and see. All right, cool. So Mark, we have some organic hair growth oil from Vegan Mia. Okay, cool. So definitely good image. I love to see nice high-res image, utilizing the product itself, showing the retail packaging or the product packaging. Interesting color. That kind of paisley print is very cool. All right, let's go into this. So this is the photo stacks. I always like to look and see what's in here that's going to benefit me. So benefits and features, not just features, because features is just going to tell you what's in it and how it's going to help. How is that going to help me though? So we're talking about clinically proven formula. So lavender essential oil, rosemary oil. What does this do? Why rosemary? Why lavender? Tell me why. Leaves me wanting a little bit more about that, right? Great product shot here, as seen in Vogue, Vanity Fair, and Elle. Very, very good. Infused with herbs, oils, clinically proven to help. Okay, so we were saying a lot of the words clinically proven. Clinically proven. Do you have data behind this? Do you have clinical test results? If you do, we want to talk about that, right? So stronger, thicker, longer, faster. Longer, faster. Oh, hair grow faster. That's a little bit disconnected, right? So hair grow thicker, stronger, longer, faster, right? So far, we've yet to see hair in your images. We don't get down to hair till here, right? So cruelty and vegan free, that's great. So one of the biggest things we're missing here is we're talking about hair growth oil. We don't see a lot of hair, right? And who's your customer avatar? So are we talking about hair on your head? I may need some of that. Are you talking about facial hair? It could be used for, if you have like a patchy beard, kind of like me, utilizing that. Who are we talking? Is it man, woman, unisex? Talk more about that. And you definitely want to show some more hair. So you have some good reviews. You're 4.4 star. That's great. So you have some variations here. So that's a 2-pack. And then you have, okay, so with like a scalp massager. Okay. Let's take a look at that one. So you're showing it here. So I'm using, okay. You're not showing how you're going to use it, right? So how am I going to be using the massager? So do I put some drops in the massager and then put it on my head? Am I putting some drops on my head, then using the massager? How many drops am I using? What's a typical, 7 to 10 drops, see? Here's a good thing to note. Words are going to be for robots. Pictures are for humans. So if I didn't go down here, I would never know it's 7 to 10 drops, right? So you want to be able to show that in your infographic, right? To showcase, this is how you're going to use it. Showcase that. Happy smiling faces. Aha, hair growth. And this is all above the fold, right? So go down here. You're using the brand story module. Definitely want to be using that. Hammering home the fact that you're seen in Vogue, Vanity Fair. I'm Life, the founder of Vegan Mia. Love hearing about the story. Great name, Love Life. Okay, so then what we're doing here is so your A+ content, let's see here. So you're using, this is premium A+ content, which is pretty good. The thing is you want to make sure that premium A+ content, you're using the best and most of it, right? So just showcasing here, I never click on videos because I don't know about you guys, I never click videos as a shopper. So I always like to review listings without clicking on the video, because there's a chance that someone's not going to click on it. So if you're going to put a lot of info in there and not in the rest of the listing, it may be left unnoticed. So coming down here, you have the carousel here talking about reducing hair loss. I still see no hair, no hair, no hair. Now we got some hair. Cool. This is what you want to talk about more, at least more prominently in the listing. So hair loss or baldness, dry scalp, proven to address specific hair and scalp concerns. Okay, great. I would say that you really want to hammer home, and let's take a look at the SEO here. I would say that you want to hammer home more actual hair stuff, right? So actually showcasing hair and maybe the before and after. If it's clinically tested and there's results, showcase that. Get some UGC from customers showcasing, hey, this helped regrow X amount of hair. This is what I look like before. This is after. You really want to hammer that home for everybody. So organically, you're doing really well, 4,200 keywords. So if I take a look here, rosemary oil for hair, organically 156, scalp massager, because you have that variation there. Hair oil, 252. So you're ranking where you're supposed to. I would love to see your actual organic growth being higher. So hair growth oil, 133. So if you deploy certain tactics in here, like more crawlable text in your A+ content, are you utilizing alt text here? Let's take a look. So alt text can be a little bit different, I guess, in the premium A+. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so you're just putting the word hair here. So that there's a little bit of a loss there in your alt text. So overall, your listing is pretty good. I would love to see more hair stuff, right? Because it's a hair product, more hair. Show applications for, if it's for beard, for facial hair, for the hair on your head, for men, for women, people looking at the camera, that humanality approach. Those are things I would like to see a little bit more. So definitely see if you can execute on that. But listen, you're moving about 281 units a month. Not too shabby of a business. Try and see if you could deploy some of those, and then come back next week or in 2 weeks, and let's take a look again, see if any of that changed. But yeah, pretty good start. Awesome. Top to the next one, Ryan. Nicholas Perez says, hi, John. Hey, Nicholas. Welcome to the first show. Is it a pilot? Has it already been picked up by a syndicated network? I don't know. Could you please review my ASIN? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a look. Because you said please. So we're talking about gel nail polish remover. Awesome. The reason I know about gel nail polish is because my wife gets gel manicures. Okay, so you are a gel polish remover for nails, non-acetone. Okay, so right off the rip, I want to say, before I even look at your listings, your photo stack, we want to talk about why non-acetone is a benefit. If you're going to call it out in the title, you want to talk about why it's a benefit. So we say the word fast. So fast gel soak off remover. So we're going to define fast. So let's go here. So removal method, before, okay. Remove with a pusher, after. Okay, so you're showing how to take it off. How we stack up, us versus them. Love it, love it. If you were to ask anyone that I get on calls with or anyone on my team, I always talk about us versus them. Love this infographic. So us includes organic products, them, harsh chemicals. The big miss here is you don't say them being acetone. Right. So if you're talking about us versus them, you're talking about non-acetone. So them, they're probably going to be acetone. So talk about that. So harsh chemicals that hurt the nail, that's going to be the acetone. New way to remove gel with organic. Great. Love it. This is good. Say goodbye to harsh chemicals. Great. Why are harsh chemicals bad? Talk about that. Talk about that in the infographic. So you could tell me, say goodbye to harsh chemicals, but why? Well, maybe I like harsh chemicals. Maybe it works better for me and I like the crazy smell it gives. I don't know. But talk to me more about how it's not healthy and this is a healthier alternative. Unleash your inner goddess with our organic gel polish remover. No more damaged nails. It won't dry out your nails. Okay, so now we're talking. See, we're connecting different things here, right? So it won't dry out your nails. So you're going back to harsh chemicals. So it's going to dry out your nails. So talk about that, right? So now it's getting to be a little bit more understanding here, right? Utilizing the bullet points, that's good. Acetone free, but then you say non-acetone. Let's be consistent with the way we call the competitor or the advantage we have over the competitor, right? So if it's acetone free or non-acetone, let's keep going with that. I always tell people risk-free or 30-day money-back guarantee. I typically would say to avoid this in your bullet points because you're taking up spots, plural, on your bullet points for indexing. So, right, so keywords, use that place for keywords to rank organically. This is Amazon, right? I know that if I don't like it, I'm getting my money back in 30 days or sometimes more. You don't have to say that. That's not going to be a benefit. Like, oh, okay. Use that space more wisely and put those relative keywords in there. Let's take a look down here. You're not using the brand story module, so I would say that's a big miss because that's going to be able to anchor you in as a brand and talking about those benefits. Okay, so using A+ content, this is good. Packaging is cool. Switch to organic. Why? Tell me why, right? Don't just tell me to switch. Tell me why. Bonus points if you could quote the song "Tell Me Why" and see where I'm going with that. Any 80s or 90s babies out there? Easy peasy, like that. Okay, show me the application. So you're putting it on here. It's going to shrink a little up and bring it off. With say goodbye to harsh chemicals. Okay, non-thick consistency. Goodbye harsh chemicals. Talk to me why harsh chemicals are bad. Interesting look on the packaging though. Is that actually the style of the packaging? Oh yeah, that is the style of the packaging. Okay. From nail nightmares to nailed it, our journey. So this is good. Woman funded. This is all good. This should be in your brand story module. This is good information that should not be at the bottom of your listing. This should be more at the top of your listing in your brand story module so that people understand that you're a person. You're not just someone from someplace slinging a product that slings a whole bunch of other stuff. You're passionate about this, right? So we need to see that. And also these kind of use cases of the product itself. So yeah, let's take a look at the ranking here. Let me know how I'm doing, guys, because this is my first one by myself. I'm kind of nervous. We've searched this before, you say. Oh, have we talked before? Let's take a look here and see. So 487 organic, 1,000 sponsored. So you're leaning very heavily into PPC, but you're not focusing as much as your organic, right? And that's obvious here. So your PPC is in the 2 digits, which is going to be very costly on your ACOS if you're not having your organic follow that. So if it's important enough to rank for sponsored, it's important enough to focus for your organic. So you definitely want to focus on making sure that your organic is up to snuff. You have no crawlable text in your A+ content. It's a big miss. Right now, people want to challenge me and Steven and everyone else saying that, oh, A+ content's not indexable. You could prove it, right? So you have no content, no crawlable text in here. Let's take a look on the back end if you have some alt text. You do have alt text, but you're not using the full amount that you could put there. So you're just leaving a lot of opportunity on the table. So I would say, Nicholas, a big takeaway from this review, crawlable text in your A+ content, brand story module, and then alt text. And then here's another one, making sure that your bullet points are optimized because you kind of, I don't want to say wasting, but I'll say wasting one of these bullet points to talk about a money back guarantee. Go ahead and make that more keyword friendly for your niche so you're able to rank more organically. I hope that helps. Feel free to email me, guys, john.aspinall, my whole name, at myamazonguy.com with any results after we kind of have these reviews. I love to have you guys back on, maybe bring you on live to talk about the success you've had with it. So I hope that helps, but definitely let me know. Let's hop to the next one. Right? Norbert, hey, as promised, I'm here. Big fan. Appreciate you for all the love on LinkedIn. If you guys are on LinkedIn, I'm very active over there. I'm doing these ASIN reviews daily and calling people out on their best practices. So Christelle says, hey, John Aspinall, we appreciate any insight on ASIN this. It's taking up storage, cost, and inventory age. Thanks. You're welcome. So storage, cost, and inventory age. So this is something that's not moving. Okay, it's not coming up. Christelle, let's see. It's either that's a typo or it's not in .com. So just get back to me. Let me search this way. Here we go. I wonder why that wasn't coming up here. So let me take a look. Hang tight. Okay, so that's weird. It wasn't coming up. I don't know if there was a suppression. Oh, it's currently unavailable. So it's out of stock. So interesting that you're saying it's taking up storage costs and inventory age when it's currently out of stock. So this is, yeah, this might be a different country. Not too sure. Get back to me in the comments, Christelle, or send me an email here. But as to why it's not in stock, but I'll take a look at the listing itself here. So I know that mason jars is going to be a very crowded category. Seems like everyone and their mother is putting something in a mason jar nowadays. So I'm not sure your price point, but let's take a look at the listing itself. So from your main hero image, right, right off the bat, your image is not the proper sizing. So I think the sizing is a big thing. So you're not having, I think it's 2000 by 2000 or whatever it may be. I'm not able to get that zoom in of your main image, so I can't really see up close. Then for a size perspective, I'm not sure. You say mini mason jar shot glasses. So not sure the price point here, but it doesn't look like they're shot glasses from this sizing because that's an orange slice. And that's pretty big. So if it's a shot glass, 120 mLs, we need some sizing ratio compared to a hand or something like that. When we get down to here, again, it still looks like a big full-size mason jar. So sizing is definitely off here. Now, this is not inches. I'm assuming that's centimeters. A lot of questions here, so that's probably why people are getting confused because they're not sure about the sizing. Because it leaves a lot to be desired. Let's take a look in your A+. Again, that could be a big mason jar. That could be it says shot glass, but I'm still not getting an idea of how big it is. We say shot glass, but then we're stuffing it with vegetables in a salad, right? So there's something's off. Something's off here. Yeah, but get back to me for sure. But I would say the biggest thing, if we're saying shot glasses, and again, you don't want to show alcohol and stuff like that, but we can't showcase coffee or a smoothie or this kind of things. You want to focus on maybe giftable items or small candles and showcase next to a hand the sizing of the product. That's probably why you're having the biggest issues with this because people are a little bit confused. I hope that helps. Put some more comments, some more context in the comments, and maybe I can find out the pricing point as well. Go ahead, Ryan. Next one. Carl says, any possibility of reviewing? Carl, there's always possibilities. The possibilities are endless. Endless possibilities. So we have a Comfortflex Sport Dog Harness, American made. Before I click into this, Carl, I'm going to say you better have a little American flag in one of your photo images in your photo stack to show if it's American made, because at a price point of $39, being a harness in a very crowded space, you better be leaning into the fact that it's made in the US. Let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. Right off the bat, and I'm going to say that a lot right off the bat. I'm a stickler for saying the same thing over and over again. Huge parentage. Inconsistencies in your sizing. So you have medium, but then you have small medium, then you have capitalization, and then you have just L. This, and then P, not even sure what P means. This totally has to be cleaned up. Because if I landed on this, I am not sure what to do. And if I'm not sure, I'm not buying. You have a dog here wearing it. Cool. You should, this is a beautiful dog right here. You have a dog flying in the air. This guy's levitating with the force. And then we're not talking about any American made. So you didn't mention anything. Got a big strike against your crawl already. You're not leaning into the fact that this is American made. Nothing here is showing an American flag made in the US, where it's made, how you're able to command a price point of $39 for a harness when typically your category, your niche is going to be a lot cheaper from stuff made in China that you're going to have to compete with. So you're not leaning into that if it is indeed American made. Let's take a look. Okay, so you're using bullet points here very well. Again, your sizing, XX small, X small, tighten that up. That needs to be a little bit more streamlined. You have no brand story module, need that for branding purposes. Then your A+ content, we're talking about freedom of movement, dynamic handle, high visibility, made for comfort. Nothing is talking about this is made in the US. American made, didn't get down here till you see this guy rocking out with the American flag. So proudly made in upstate New York. I'm a New Yorker. I would love to know that. But you didn't put that till all the way down here. Not only does this need to be up here, you need to be leaning into the fact it's American made because you're commanding a higher price point. And then also you don't put that anywhere near the top end of this. So your brand story module should be built out where you're talking about American made, upstate New York, a picture of the New York state with a flag, American flag inside of it, signifying America, New York, this, that, understanding that now you're commanding that price point. That makes sense now. I support small businesses. I support businesses made in the US. But if you're not talking about that till way below the fold, people might not even get here. Okay, so P stands for petite. Didn't know that because it's not shown here. So you need to tighten up your sizing and your variations here. But let's take a look at your keywords and your rank. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, I was going to do the Jeopardy one, but that sounded more like Jaws. It's taking a while. You must have some good rank here. Here we got another one, another culprit. You're having a lot of sponsor, but not as much organic. So you're heavily doubling down on PPC, but you're not paying attention to your organic, right? So let's take a look. So you have here dog harness, 250,000 searches a month. You're coming up 38. You're paying to be number 38, but when someone clicks on your listing, you're not merchandising well enough as to why, right? So you're paying, it's like getting a billboard in Times Square, right? Very expensive, millions of people are walking by. But then it falls flat as when you put up the actual advertisement itself. You're not ranking organically at all for all of these, right? So we're talking literally about 500,000 searches a month organically you're not showing up for. So you really need to double down on your organic SEO, right? So making sure that the stuff that you have in here, you do have crawlable text, but I would double check and go back and make sure you're saying the right words, right? That you're making sure that you're hitting the customer avatar, the large breed dog owner, that you're using things like alt text to make sure that you're not just talking about that, but those highly relevant keywords. But yeah, more American-based stuff up to the top. That's my diagnosis, my prognosis, right? Go ahead, Ryan. Next one. Jeff, what's going on, Jeff? Please be kind. I am sensitive. I cannot agree to that. I am so sorry. I can agree to that. I will tell you, I'm very upfront and honest. Let's go. So we are talking about, Snakebyte. Great name. Let's take a look. Okay, so we are a dual charge and Snakebyte dual charge and headset stand. Dual charge and headset stand. I'm trying to read that properly. So dual charge to me means dual charge and headset stand. So dual charge and headset stand. Might be overthinking that, but anyway. For PlayStation 5, DualSense controller. Okay, cool. So we're going here. So now is this coming with a headset? Let's take a look. That's how I know it's not going to come with the remote control, but is it coming with the headset? So console headset socket. So we want to talk about that it's not coming with the headset. So let's make sure we have that here. Let's see. Headset not included. Are we saying that? We're not saying that. Got to make sure we say headset and controller not included, because you will get people that will think that they're getting that. So headset socket. When you say socket, it makes me think I could plug something in there. So we want to make sure that we're talking about maybe headset rest, headset dock, something like that. PS5 connector. So when you say PS5 controller connector, PS5 is so is it going to be, I want to see what that connector looks like, because I know it's going to be a USB or mini USB, micro USB. So I'd want to see that connector a little bit more. And cables included, USB-A, USB-C. Okay, cool. I just want to see that a little bit more. So console design. What do you mean by that? I know what you mean by that. You mean it's basically looking like a PS5, but put it next to one so you could showcase that a little bit more. Even though you can't show the full photo of it, you could put it how it would look docked next to it, like on a entertainment stand or console. Right now, we don't have that. It's kind of just floating in the ether. But you do have to make sure to say that this is not included of the headset and the controller. Also, putting that, will it hold a wired one too, or is it just for wireless? Leaves me wanting to know more. So Snakebyte, cool name though. Dual charger and headset stand. I don't know. It's weird when I say that. Charges dongle-less. Say that 5 times fast. Direct charging of the controller via the COM port. Okay. Oh, okay. So the COM port. So this, I don't have a PS5. I have an Xbox S. So it's a little bit different. So when you say that, show that. We want to see exactly how that's going to be working. So console design, perfectly adopted. Okay, got it. No dongle needed. Show me what the dongle looks like. Show me what, hey, this is a competitor, this messy, wiry mess. This is us. Streamline, right? So telling isn't selling. We got to showcase that. 2 charging indicator, the LED. Okay, so let's go through this. One thing I noticed, Jeff, is there's no crawlable text in here. So it's just going to be photos, which the photos are good, but you have no lifestyle photos. So it's really kind of in the ether, very edgy, Alibaba-esque photos. So you really want, and you're having a little bit of an issue here with the rendering. I know it's supposed to look like a little bit of digitized thing, but the logo gets a little wacky here. But you want to show it in a real life situation, someone holding it on a docked on a mount next to a computer setup or something like that. We want to see some real life kind of situations of that, not just the renders. And the brand story module. So if I'm assuming Snakebyte is a brand, we want to nail that down a little bit more in your brand story module. So it looks like you're leaning into the gaming side of things, which is good. So why not stand out more on this page that you are one of the authorities in branding for video games. So that's something I would definitely want to see you do as far as the brand story module. Let's take a look at your bullet points here. By the way, Jeff, feel free to email me because we definitely have some opportunities to work with a little bit further. I'll get into that offline for you for the gaming accessories. Organic 555 sponsored, so you're really a kind of one-to-one there. Taking a look here, PS5, you're not ranking organically for anything. That's over 1 million views you're not showing up for. PS5 controller organically, you're there. So PS5 console, you're not coming up. PS5 games, you're not coming up. PS5 accessories, that's a good one for you. A little upside down on this. So you're organically here, but sponsored that 40 slot. Yeah, so you'd really see a big benefit from crawlable text in your A+ content. Are you using alt text? Let's take a look. You're using alt text, it's good. Crawlable text in your A+ content, brand story module, and real takeaways from utilizing the product, right? Show us that mess before versus you now, right? Showing, when we say dongle-less, that doesn't mean a lot of things to a lot of people, right? But showing them, hey, do you want wires all over the place, or do you want a more stream? I don't even know what kind of wire this is. This is USB-C. Or do you want a more streamlined kind of thing, right? So showing, telling isn't selling, showing. I have to get something that runs with showing. Anyway, that's my kind of diagnosis. Let me know how it goes. Let's go to the next one, Ryan. Review this, D. All right, D, just tell me. Not even a please, John, Kenya, just review this. Steven said, use me. You guys are using me. We got a rotating brush manual kids toothbrush. I know it's a toothbrush, but just the way that it's reading across. So rotating brush manual. Okay, so instantly I thought rotating was one that's going to move like this. But this just moves to the side. Okay, so the head pivots. Interesting. So conventional, and then this has dense bristles, and this is conventional. So you get more scraping off your tooth. That's good. So this is for kids. So we're showing how kids are using it. This kid looks like he's my kid brushing their teeth, but they don't want it, and you're forcing them at gunpoint. Soft bristles, okay. Results with other toothbrush, results with our toothbrush. It's a cartoon. It's not really showing a real life kind of person. So that's kind of just us taking your Photoshop guy's word for it, right? Love your smile, deep cleanse, sorry, BPA free, orthodontist approve. So when you say orthodontist approve it, right? Are you talking about kids using it with braces? Because that's typically what an orthodontist is. And if that's the case, that's great. Show kids with braces. You have it patented. That's patented technology. I hope it's a utility patent. So if we're talking about orthodontist, I would hope that we're talking about braces. And if this is good for someone with braces, you'd want to showcase that. Help teach kids to brush properly. So why is this a benefit? We're not talking about that here as to why, your toothbrush moving this way is benefit for you. And then we say adults with sensitive gums here. So the customer avatar is a little bit flip-flop, right? So if we're hammering in on, kids, we'll leave adults out of it. But then we kind of put in the tail end there, adults. You have bullet points here. That's great. Suitable for toddlers. It's great for toddlers age 1 to 3. I'd be concerned about that. I have a 1.5-year-old. This looks like a full-size toothbrush. I don't know if I do that on my toddler. Interesting though. So we talk about 6 to 12, but then it's also 1 to 3. So what happens if you're 4 and 5? This is not for you. I ask. I know it sounds funny, but I just ask because that's how it's laid out here. Okay, again, brand story module. I'm going to harp on that every episode that we do with this because you guys have to be using that. You want to be known as a brand, the authority for your niche. You don't want to chase people on price. You want to chase people on brand. We are the brand. We are the authority. Best ever clean with revolutionary rotating toothbrush. I would say the word rotating makes it sound like it spins round and round and round. I would almost say pivoting or horizontal. I don't know. But then you're showing an adult and a kid using it. But we just talked about mainly kids, and we only talked about kids so far above the fold. Also, when they're using it, you're not showing it being in the horizontal position. So if it is a benefit, why are they not using it in that position? Now we're getting to it, right? So it's good for scraping your tongue like this, right? But you don't talk about this in the photo stack up here. So this is a benefit. So I would hammer that home a little bit more towards the top. Extra soft bristles, a surprisingly smooth brushing experience. The whole image is cut off, right? So I'm assuming you meant a surprisingly smooth brushing experience, but your whole image is cut off there. I actually can't read any of these things. 360, that's supposed to be degrees. It looks like 3,600 rotation. I don't know how that would work. So you have to fix this for sure. Make children fall in love with brushing. Why are they going to fall in love with brushing? Is it easier? Key benefits: cavity prevention, healthy gums, fresh breath, enamel strengthening. That's a little bit of an overreach here, right? So if that is indeed the case, we want to talk about how we're doing that. But I think you need to talk more about the actual pivoting of the head there and why that's important. And it seems like the pivoting of the head is important because it can use to brush your tongue like a little brush kind of thing. So you'd want to be able to do that. You have no crawlable text in your A+ content. Alt text, you're not using it as best as possible. So you definitely want to use that. And let's take a look here at your keywords. But yeah, you definitely want to get that fixed right away because it's the sizing, it just runs right off the page. So yeah, you must have just launched this product recently. Let's take a look. Oh no. So interesting because you have no sponsored and organic is 122, very, very low. So you're not on the map when it comes to toothbrushes. So organic SEO, alt text, brand story module, kind of defining who your customer avatar is and making sure that you're talking about all those features and benefits and why it's important that the toothbrush pivots in your photo stack. Don't always bank on people going below the fold. That's my recommendation. Cool. We got next round. Alexander, we got boom. Let's go. Let's go. Hyper fast mode. No, I don't want to do that to you guys. That's not fair. Okay, so we have another listing that's suppressed. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we're talking about Mellanni Queen Sheet set, iconic collection bedding sheets, hotel luxury, super soft, cooling bed sheets, deep pocket up to 16 inches. Very big in textiles. I've been in e-commerce about 17 years, and this is a very, very crowded category. So best bedding, good housekeeping awards. Okay, so all around elastic fits mattresses. Okay, envelope closure, that's important so your pillow doesn't slide out. Variety of colors to suit your style. Ultra. Okay, let's take a look. I will say that when it comes to textiles and bedding, price is going to be the biggest driver with this kind of stuff because you're competing directly with China overseas, not so much domestic brands. So you're another big parentage here, huge with all these options and colors and sizes. So one thing you'd want to do is streamline your sizing. So use extra deep as in caps and kind of breaking it up. So I can't really see what this is unless I hover over it. So I would see if you can break it up into different parentages or even have another listing set up for extra deep so you can drive traffic specifically for that. Split king set. So a lot of this stuff is very kind of, you have to kind of talk about that. So I would also recommend an infographic of sizing. So talking about, you know, what a queen looks like on a diagram. I used to work at a memory foam mattress company. So what a queen looks like compared to a king versus a cow king versus an RV king or whatever that means, RV queen. So you definitely want to be able to showcase that. Good housekeeping, best bedding award winner. That's great, but tell me more about the product. Lifetime promise. Again, I always tell people those kind of guarantees or promises, it's not helping you index. And when I shop on Amazon, if I'm not happy, I'm returning it. Doesn't matter what anyone kind of says. Let's take a look. Hope you have brand story module. Yeah, there we go. Brand story module. Talking about the brand. Okay, this is good. Well, you could be putting more because I know you have a lot of SKUs in the textile space. And then no A+ content. Big miss. So you have crawlable text. That's great, but you're not talking to me more about why. And this is a very, very crowded space, right? So price is going to drive a lot of this. But if I do land on your product page, you want to talk about why you're better than your competitors. So whether that's going to be your thread count, you're using words up here, cooling bed sheets. How is it a cooling bed sheet? Is it based on the lightness of the fabric? If I hold up yours to the light, is it more breezier and more see-through and more flowy versus a competitor that's rough? What's the hand feel like if I run my hand over it versus your competitor? So that us versus them mentality and that story you have to have in something like this. Because right now you're just saying, hey, I'm a deep sheet. I'm $34. Go with it, right? We have some good colors. You may also be talking about we have the most colors in this line, or you might be talking about we have the most variety, right? For RVs or for split kings. So showcasing that and telling as to why you and why not your competitors. Because right now, Mellanni, to me, doesn't mean much, but this is your chance on your product page to hammer that home so that we can understand a little bit more as to why you and why not. Let's say, I don't know, let me pull up another guy. Let's say Sonoro. Hope you're not watching Sonoro because I just clicked on your link. So these guys are showing, okay, it's staged or real life, super soft and comfortable. I don't like the spacing on that. 1800 thread count. So you can see here, they're talking about, okay, great, someone's sleeping. This is not amazing, but it's not night and day better. But again, you really want to showcase that actual merchandising of it and why the us versus them. Hope that helps. What we got, Ryan? Chef's Ero's Kitchen. How do I trademark a listing under Pepsi, for example? How do you trademark a listing under Pepsi, for example? I can't help with that. That sounds like something you don't want to do. You want a listing under Pepsi? No. I think we're getting spammed here. You don't want to trademark under Pepsi unless you're selling Coke. Just kidding. Let's go to the next one. Jeff, raw this. Raw. Do you mean review? Or am I going to give you the raw diagnosis on this? Okay, Honeycomb Flight Simulator, Bravo Throttle Quad. What is this? Is this also with missing the flux capacitor, Doc? Let's see what this is. Okay, this is this is an airline piece. Okay. Oh, flight simulator. Ah, okay. Whew, I thought you were trying to build a DeLorean or something to go back to 1987. Okay, so let's talk about this. So understanding, listen, it's moving pretty good. Focus camera. Okay, these guys are here in New York City. Let's take a look. So compatible. I don't know if that's how you spell compatible. Compatible. That's how you spell. I, for some reason, didn't think that's how you spell compatible. I'm wrong. Create your individual setup at home. Okay, so this is a component to build a flight simulator at home. Okay. What does that look like when I'm done setting it up? Showcase somebody in their flight simulator at home and why this is great, right? What's another competitor for this that makes you guys better than theirs, right? So Bravo plus an Xbox hub. Okay, bullet points here are not really kind of maxed out to showcase exactly what it's doing. That'll pull back if I take a look at the keywords here. Okay, no brand story modules. We got some A+ content here. Okay, so this is a very, very, very technical. Okay, cool. So we do have a picture here. I would love to see this picture in your photo stack, showcasing how someone's sitting there in their little flight simulation. Yeah, this is going to be something very hyper specific for this niche. But let's take a look at the keywords here. Jeff giving me difficult ones. Couldn't send me like an iPhone case or something. Gotta give me flight simulator components. All right, so sponsored keywords 574, organic 861. Let's take a look. So Xbox, Switch games, $5 items. No. Flight simulator controller. Okay. So I always like to see this. Organically number 6 is paying to be number 88. So flight simulator. So you're coming up organically for highly relevant keywords. So it is performing well. So I don't see anything wrong with the indexing here as far as the organic rank and stuff like that. Moving about 440 units over 30 days. I would just like to see a little bit more merchandising to see how this kind of hooks up. So where does this go? Do I have to have another component for this to plug into? Do I have to have this box? Again, this is probably something that someone specifically in this realm understands, but for someone like me who's not, I don't know. So it leaves a little bit more to be desired. But then also, why are you better than any competitor that's out there that's doing this, right? So someone like a Turtle Beach, right? Why are you better than them? What makes you different? So when I come down here, we're talking about all these technical features and great stuff like that. We're not having that us versus them conversation. And you always want to have that, especially something at a premium into the 3 digits in pricing. Hope that helps. Eli. Let's rock and roll, Eli. Eli's got us talking about some Sorbus. I don't know why I gave a sh on that. Storage bins. Great. I need some of these. My fridge is messy. All right, cool. So set of 10. So 3, 6, 10. We're all showing all 10 in there. That's great. It's showing use cases of it. Small, medium, large. Okay, storage bins, versatile for the fridge. You're not showing any in a fridge, so you want to showcase that. So we're talking about cleaning supplies. You're not showing that. You're showing the food pantry. You're not showing bathroom organizer. So I always tell people, if you're going to put it in the title, showcase it down here, because everything we're showing is food. But if you're saying I can use it for a bathroom too, showcase that as well. Or don't say bathroom, because sometimes people won't want to put the same things they put in their bathroom for their food. Open bin containers, set of 10. Let's take a look here from the brand story module. I will say the photos, though, are not high res. They're a little bit blurry down here. So you'd want to be able to fix that and get that optimized as well. I love these, man. I need those like soda dispensers. So it looks like you're leaning into the clear acrylic plastic kind of storage stuff, which is great. You can put crawlable text, as you see here in your brand story. Do that. That's going to help with indexing as well. No more searching for fridge or pantry staples. Okay. The A+ leaves a lot to be desired. So showing the same kind of photos that you have in your photo stack, you're still not showing any pictures of a fridge. So for me, if we're talking about fridges, we want to showcase how you can save space with this. The the way that you're merchandising it now, no one realistically is going to store their stuff like this, right? No one's going to put 3 cans in here and just put it in their cabinet. It's not realistic. It looks nice, but no one's going to do that. So more likely they're going to have it turned to the side, and you're going to be able to grab that handle and go in and out like this. But you'd want to showcase specifically the fridge, right? So we're not showing anything here in the fridge. I would want to make sure that you're showcasing inside the fridge, because we're talking about vegetables and stuff like that, and show people living their best lives. Why use this? Why use this in the fridge? Because throwing lemons and limes and potatoes at the bottom of your fridge gets messy and it's not good, right? Or perhaps storing things for kids or meal prepping, right? Each kid can have a little snack drawer inside of the fridge where they take their snacks in and out. So definitely want to make sure we're indexing and showcasing for that. Let's take a look at your keywords here. So 10 sponsored, 100. So this is either not as focused on or very new. So bathroom organizer, kitchen organizer. It's that time of day for lunch. Pantry organization and storage. Yeah, so you're not ranking well organically for any of this stuff. Refrigerator organizer bins, 275. You really have to hammer home. If I say hammer home one more time, please let me know, because I'm not going to say that again. You really want to drive it home that this is for the fridges, the refrigerator, and that kind of stuff. So if I take a look at your competitors, for example, if I go to, let's take a look down here. See, let's type in, well, that's you. I'm not going to click that. You see right here, this is you. I'm not going to click it, but you're showcasing an open fridge. That makes a little bit more sense. So I would want to see it a little bit more optimized as that for your listing. Hope that makes sense. Go ahead, Ryan. Alexander again. Can you please check one of these? I'll pick one. Let's pick this one right here. Alexander. Let's go. More of the sheets. Mellanni. We're going to do the same thing again. Let's take a look. It's going to be here we go. Okay. You've learned. Either you've modified your listing since we spoke or just now, or let's take a look here. So one thing you say thread count here, but you say TC here. So keep it consistent, right? But I like how you're talking about the thread count. Wait a minute. So 300 thread count, fewer threads and rougher touch. So you're saying the difference between the two, but you're not saying like which one's your competitor. I'm assuming the one on the left is your competitor, but you don't have a split. So the story is good that you're saying, but you're not showcasing that. It looks a little different. So you want to have us versus them. So right now you're not doing that. You're saying that, but it almost looks like you're giving descriptions to one of your own products. But it's good that you're showing that. Again, you talk about the cooling, naturally breathable and cooling. Tell me more about that. A much more organized breakdown of your variations and sizes. That's good. Again, lifetime promise. That's good, but it's Amazon. If I want to return it, it's getting returned. Really weird how we're talking about Amazon Clinic UTI pink eye sinus infection coming up on a sheet listing. Maybe because people don't clean their sheets and they're getting pink eye. I don't know. Interesting thought. Okay, this is the brand story module. Okay, this A+ content looks better than the other one. Again, we talk about breathable and cooling. Explain to me that. Explain that to me. Like what's cooling about it? Is it the material? What makes it breathable and cooling? Is it lightweight compared to a competitor? Sateen weave, breathable and cool. We keep on talking about breathable and cooling. Healthy and gentle. Healthy and gentle. Trying to think how healthy and gentle apply to. That almost is like a very kind way of describing a healthy person. Healthy and gentle. It doesn't really kind of flow with that. Support organic farming. Sleep safe from toxins. Tell me more about that. You can't just say that, right? So you're a better product than your competitor. Why? We have this, competitor has this. This is why you want this. For sheets, it's going to wash better. It's going to feel better over time. It's going to last longer. You're not going to have any stitching that gets unraveled when you wash it. When you take it out of the dryer, it's going to be not so wrinkled and it's going to feel like buttery smooth. Talk about that. Make me feel like I want to spend how much here? $66. It's a lot. Again, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it's a lot for someone that I'm not sold on it, right? So how is that different from the other ones I just saw? I don't know. We're talking about a $30 difference, right? So again, you just want to be able to merchandise that a little bit more. One flat sheet, one fitted sheet, 2 pillowcases. No pilling, no shrinking, no fading. That's good. Show what pilling looks like, us versus them. Telling is not selling. That's like the biggest motto of my ASIN reviews. Show me that. Show me your competitor like a ratty sheet, and then show me how you look after 100 washes. Showcase that. Hope that helps. Mark, got repeat offenders over here. Keep on asking some stuff. I love it. Okay, let's see here, Mark. Let's pull this up. How are we running on time? We're on good time. Okay, Sunlit Best. Sunlit Organic Chlorella Tablets. 1,000 bulk tabs, broken and burst cell wall. Let's take a look and find out what this is. Okay, so it's a chlorophyll, high protein and chlorophyll superfood supplement, no binder. If you thought there was a binder here, no binder. Raw certified organic. Okay, right off the rip, I have no idea what this is. So this is going to help me, I guess, feel better. New pouch, same formula. Okay, so you change from a different pouch. Okay. Get 12 to 20 tabs a day. Protein. Am I putting 12 a day in? Serving size is 20 tablets. Consume once per day. Grab your favorite drink. You have to have 12 to 20 of these. Okay. Complete, filler-free, cracked cell wall. We want to talk. I don't have no idea what any of this stuff means. So unless you're someone that really kind of knows what they're buying and they're going to buy this, and clearly a lot of people do because you're moving about 1,000 units a month, I need to know what this does. I still have no idea what this does. Easy to swallow. So it's small compared to an almond. I'm not going to swallow an almond. But I guess, yep, that's for sizing wise. I would say maybe compare that to a quarter. Just because those kind of, if that is an almond or maybe a seed, I'm not sure they could be bigger or smaller. So you may want to put something that's a little bit more universal, right? Like a quarter, dime, penny. But it's good that you showcase that. I still have no idea what this stuff does. So here, extremely nutritious with vitamins, minerals, complete protein with chlorophyll. So it's protein. I don't know what broken and burst cell wall means. Cold pressed, no additives, protein packed, best quality, okay, is an amazing natural superfood that helps detoxify, reduce inflammation, boost immunity. Okay, so we're not talking about any of this stuff here. You didn't talk to me about reducing inflammation here. None of this stuff. This is important. Let's see here. Let me see if I could pull it up on this. Okay. Raw, let's see, revitalize your health. Okay, you're showing someone taking it. It's funny because you have to take 12 to 20 of them, and she's showing, you know, she has one. She's in for a rude awakening. She's gonna have to take 19 more of those things, right? I wonder why you have to take, there's 1,000 inside of it, you have to take 12. So this is helping with inflammation, all this other kind of stuff. So who is your customer avatar? Who is this for? So, okay, probiotics. This is a big thing, right? Contains thousands of probiotics that help reduce gas and bloating. That's a big thing that you talk about nowhere in your merchandising. So we're not talking about someone with their hand on their stomach, in pain, bloating, gas, you know, how it's discomfort. You're not talking about any of that in your merchandising here. So right now, if I didn't go below the fold, I would have no idea what this product does. And again, you're going to have people that know what they want when they go here. But for me, if someone's like, hey, check this out, I have no idea. It sounds good for me, but I don't know what it is. So you really want to talk more about exactly what that's going to do, the features and benefits. And is there a competitor in the niche specifically for this? And if so, how you're better than them, right? So yeah, there is, right? So let's take a look. I don't want to look at that. So you're going to have competitors in the niche, right? So obviously broken cell wall. What does that mean, broken cell walls? That means it's broken open. So talk about, you definitely have some competitors in here. Let's talk about how you're better than them. Let's take a look. But you're doing something right because you move 1,000 units a month. Let's take a look. Search this before, unless I put the wrong ASIN in. Oh, I didn't. Guess we looked at it before. How am I doing, guys? Give me some comments. What do you think this show's going? Let me know if Steven should keep this going on. I'm doing great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully, Steven won't kick me off. All right. So we're going back here. Ryan, just pull up the last one so we can talk about this real quick before I wrap it up on this. So chlorophyll, you're not ranking on. Mark, you're not ranking on chlorophyll liquid drops. I know it's not liquid, but you want to be ranking. So pure encapsulation, you're gunning for some PPC here, but you're not there organically. So there's a lot of Chlorella tablets that's performing well for you, but your PPC is a little bit high here. Yeah, so I would definitely double down a little bit more on your merchandising to talk about why, right? Because you're doing something right for the people that know about your product. But if I didn't know what you were, I'm not buying because I have no idea how you're going to help me. So talk more to the people, the novices that don't know about it. Hope that helps. Mohammed, how are you? I recently expanded to the US. Can you please review? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hope it's something fun. Let's see something fun. What do we got? Eyelash Growth Serum. Are you telling me something I need to do? I'm just kidding. Let's take a look. Okay, Eyelash Growth Serum. Why is Eyelash Growth Serum important? Experience 6x lash growth with eyelash. It's the best eyelash growth serum. So I can see a little bigger, bigger. Great. Okay, how to use. You're telling me it's great. Okay, a thin layer of the serum on clean, dry eyelashes. Okay. Interesting here. Okay. So before, after, great. So the eyelashes are getting bigger. And how long of a period of time, though? That would be my concern, to wonder how long did it take them from that to that. Some crazy Harry Potter sounding ingredients here. That they have their benefits. That's great. So it's vegan. Okay. Thicker, longer lashes. Let's jump down here. So branding is going to be big in this category. My wife does everything under the sun with her eyelashes, eyebrows, makeup, this and that. So I know that branding is definitely paramount, especially when you're in a category that has things that are much more expensive with high reviews. Why are you cheaper, right? Brand story module, definitely want to lean into that. I'm not going to say I don't like, but I don't like when people put a smaller banner for their branding than the rest of their A+. I don't know, that throws me off. Okay, so Love Life Lash. So you're really just talking about no more fake, no more extensions. So no more fake extensions or no more extensions. So your A+ leaves me wanting to know a little bit more about how you're better than your competitors. You're not having any crawlable text outside of your titles here. Let's take a look at the keywords. You're not telling me why I should buy you over your competitor. Is it price? Does it come down to price? How are you better than the CVS drugstore brand kind of thing? So 47 sponsored keywords, organic 65. Let's take a look here. Lash serum 114, eyelash serum 249. Yeah, eyelash serum for eyelashes. Yeah, you have to beef up your organic because it's just not there. And you're not telling the story specifically as to why you and why not your competitors. And also how long is it going to take for expectations. So your reviews are, you got 3.8. We have to set reasonable expectations here, right, to understand. To go from this to this, how long did that take? So you want to let people know if that took 90 days, if that took 6 months, set those expectations there so people understand that. Hope that helps. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. I hope it helped. You're welcome. I hope all my straight from the hip kind of helps you guys. One more, Jeff. Listen, he's taking Steven's use John to the momentum here. There we go, Jeff. What do we got? Okay, we got Tucketts Allegro toeless non-slip grip socks, Pilates yoga. So in my head, why even wearing socks at this point? Because your toes are out and everything. I'm just kidding. Title's a little bit light, as far as keywords of rank. So small, medium, and large, extra large. Okay. So see, I'm a stickler, right? But if you're going to chart, why are your different colors different prices, right? So to me, it almost seems like, you know, something that's lower price point you have more of and you're looking to move them, they don't move as much. That's just me kind of the only one to know it. So breathable Mary Jane style. I have a daughter, so I know what Mary Janes are. Some people might not know what that means, so we want to explain that a little bit. Backed by science, don't tell me, show me. Gain confidence, gain balance and boost confidence. Foot-brain connection, non-slip, moisture wicking. Got it. Okay, so why is this better? Okay, so retains the benefits of being barefoot. Okay, this is good. Showcase that, because what is this? Is this like a device that someone uses to stretch their feet out? I'm sure this is. It looks absolutely like a torture device. But showcase that versus traditional socks. So your competition is twofold, right? You're threefold. So your competition is going to be you versus other ones like that, you versus grip socks with the toes covered, or you versus barefoot, or you versus just socks in general. So we want to talk about at least one of those or two of those in your content here. Perfect for Pilates, yoga, home and leisure. See, this is interesting. This, I think, is your bigger selling point that you don't even hammer. Pedicures. The fact that you can have your nails done, your toenails done, and not be barefoot on the floor, I think is bigger of a market than the yoga and Pilates. That's just my opinion. Because I know my wife, when she goes and gets her pedicure, she puts on either those paper flip-flops and stuff like that. This would be way bigger if you market it like that. I don't think someone's going to wear flip-flops with these. That's a little bit odd. Sizing guide, okay. Non-slip, machine washable, works on any surface, workout equipment, beach and water. I'd be a little concerned about wearing socks in the water. I don't know. To me, and then we're saying outdoors, like you can run outside with these instead of, I would tune this a little bit more and really hone in on, you know, not just say, hey, we could do everything. I'd focus on that dance, yoga, Pilates / pedicure category. Not so much spreading out into people jumping and doing rock climbing. Tucketts are for everyone. Definitely expand on the A+ content or the brand story module. All right, so we got premium A+ here. That's always good. Fitness instructor approved, women owned, sustainability. Right, but we're not talking about that here. So we're not talking about, obviously, we're talking about women owned, but we are expanding more about that down here in the A+ than the brand story. In the A+, you want to talk about why the product is good, not so much the brand. The branding is for the A+ or the brand story module. So again, Mary Jane strap style. Show me what that means. I still don't know what this is. It's very odd. But yeah, no, overall pretty good. What have we been moving a month? 825, not bad. Decent reviews. I would definitely like to see you talk about that more. And I feel like if you zoned in specifically on that pedicure space, that would prove really, really well. That's an interesting test study if you do that. If you break that out and do it the same product and just hyper focus it on pedicures, I feel like it's a whole, you could sell that to like all these like nail salons and stuff like that. Just my tip. It did. Thank you for your answer. You're welcome. You're welcome, Christelle. Hi, John. Hope you're doing well. Can you please review ASIN Market US? Totes, Mohammed. Wine glasses, shatterproof. Don't tell me that because you know I'm throwing it across the room. Let's see. Stemless and shatterproof. Ideal for all occasions. Oh, party, picnic. I don't know about that photo. Restaurant gift. Let's take a look a little more. Triton, unbreakable, smooth edges, shatterproof, microwave safe. So is this plastic or glass? Shatterproof. Can be a variety of drinks, whiskey, dessert, special features, reusable and portable, won't splinter or crack. So again, this is the kind of thing where you're going after everyone and it makes it where it's kind of going after no one. So what we're not talking about so far is be careful with things like wine, and you don't want to get suppressed for alcohol and, you know, whiskey and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, if someone's a whiskey drinker, they're not going to use this. Just being quite frank, they're going to use whiskey glasses. And desserts, yeah, sure. But what makes this, okay, so it's plastic, right? So essentially we're marketing a wine glass being shatterproof because it's plastic. So why is this a benefit over one, or over something that's different, right? So typically people don't like to hold, the reason why the stem is there for a wine glass is so you don't put your hand on it and it kind of, your hand heats it up and it takes away from the flavor. I'm not a wine connoisseur, go ask Gary V. But we want to talk about specifically why, right? So you come up here, you're moving, okay, units a month, but you're really kind of in a very, very, very noisy category. So there's a lot of people out here. So we really want to hone in on one and focus in on it. I would say this image here, hold on, this one, picnic, I would get rid of that. I would get rid of the party one. I would really talk about, because you don't want to go, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the best way to kind of put this. You want to focus specifically on one thing, right? So if it's going to be barbecues, or if it's going to be like, we're not talking about the safety of it, right? So won't crack or won't splinter or crack. So who's going to benefit from this? And what is 100% Triton? What does that mean? Like, you say that a couple times and I don't know what that means. So camping, I don't know. It just seems like there's, you're spreading it out on a lot of different things. And if I was a customer, why would I buy this when I could just get a red Solo cup or plastic cups, right, for much, much cheaper? So I think there's something there. I know there's a big opportunity here and a big space for it, but you need to talk more about why and understanding that your customer demographic. I know it's not as big of a help as I would like, but it's a very, very hard, noisy niche. And apparently we have to be buying all deodorant thing here. Anyway, go ahead. What do we got, Ryan? Maria says, hi, John. If you can please review this ASIN, it is one of our top selling items. We would love your feedback. Of course. Top selling items. I hope it's fun. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Scosche. Love Scosche. Absolutely love Scosche. I have a, Maria, are you with Scosche? I know a couple guys that work at Scosche. I used to be in the cell phone accessory manufacturing business myself. So this is interesting because this is going to be a magnet mount. One thing I'm going to ask right away, I think this product came out before, this product came out before MagSafe. So right now your product came out before Apple came out with MagSafe. So you'd want to make sure that we're talking about MagSafe, if it's applicable or not. Okay, so wireless charging. So you still have to use the plate if you have a MagSafe compatible phone. I hope you know where I'm going at with this. So let's take a look here. So I know your product very well, actually. So I know that there's a very big parentage here. I think it's very good so far, but let's take a peek down here. And we have the brand story module. It's very good. And then the A+ content. So we talk about magic mount, powerful magnets. Okay, does not interfere with wireless charging when using the proper magic mount placement. Okay, so this doesn't work with MagSafe. So that'd be one thing that I would point out, Maria, is that whenever I see magnets now with newer iOS devices, I'm going to assume that I can use it with my MagSafe mount and not need this. So we just want to make sure we put that as well out there, that the plate is still required. But yeah, this is the overall looks really well done. Let's take a look here. So I know that this parentage, I've seen this before. I think I talked to Frank over there, Frank Rideout. but there's different applications here for the flush and stuff like that. So overall, this is a very good listing. Maria, if you want to connect with me offline, I go a little bit deeper into this with you because I know this is a very big parentage to unpack because you have the dash, the flush, the suction, all that kind of stuff. So feel free to connect with me and we can jump into that a little bit further because I know this is a very big parentage. So the numbers are going to be a little bit skewed, but overall, really good job. Eli goes, you guys are so helpful. Can you help me with this one? No, I'm not. Of course I am. That's what I'm here to do. We did this one already. Scram, Eli. We already did this. What we got, Ryan? Zach says, hi, John. Can you view our ASIN, this or this? They're both Amazon choice in Canada, but having trouble gaining traction in the US. Any advice you have would be much appreciated. You got it. And guys, I'm like a creature of habit. I'm always going to go with the first one. So if you really want one or the other, put in the first one. All right, so we got a zero waste shampoo bar. It's funny, I did actually a LinkedIn review on my LinkedIn page. By the way, guys, go follow me on LinkedIn, John Aspinall. You can always follow my content on there. Throw me ASINs, and I'll do an ASIN review over there as well. Okay, so zero waste shampoo bar. All the suds, none of the waste. What do we mean by that? Simply wet the bar, lather your hands. Okay, so when you say all the suds, none of the waste, talk to me about that. No harsh chemicals. Okay. Replaces 2 to 3 bottles of liquid shampoo. Each bar lasts 50 to 75 washes. Okay, great. Talk to me as to why this is better than traditional shampoo, right? Why? Am I saving plastic for the bottle of shampoo? Is it water that's in the shampoo itself that's a waste? Talk to me more about that. You have different scents here. That's cool. Plastic free, great. Toxic free, great. But explain to me why. Why are parabens and stuff like that free from that? Why is that bad? No harsh chemicals. Harsh how? What does it do to my hair? It's going to make my hair fall out like this? No. Why is this important? You say free from parabens. I don't know. Maybe I don't care about parabens. Tell me why. Tell me why parabens are bad. Zero waste movement. Okay. So you have a brand story module. That's good. Eliminate single-use plastics. Great. So talk about that more. Show me like a big mound of all the plastic bottles that are horrible for the environment and why we shouldn't be doing that. A+ content looks good, but you have no crawlable text in here. You want to make sure we're putting that for ranking purposes. So I see a lot of this. I'm not sure. Who's your customer avatar? Is it men, women? Is this good for long hair, curly hair? Is it good if I don't have a lot of hair and I have just this here, right? How does that work? Is this also good for a beard? Showcase that more. So right now I see a lot of women focused. This may be man I'm not sure. Does it lather up in my hair or does it not? Like we want to talk more about the application. So how to use it directly into your hair, rinse, paint the bar on your ends. Show me what that means. Are we talking about grabbing hair and going like this? Showcase that. Give it a final rinse. Okay. Overall, it's doing pretty well, but you know, this is something outside of the traditional for at least most people here. You know, people are going to be using shampoo and stuff like that. So if we're talking about replacing that for something that's at a pretty aggressive price point, tell me more as to why this is a better alternative. Sponsored 172, organic 560. Things here. So shampoo bar, you're ranked 110, right? So obviously shampoo, it's going to be relevant, not so relevant, but you want to come up in the shampoo bar category. So if I take a look at what's in there, these are your competitors, right? So we need to knock out exactly why we're better than them. So by the way, if your main index image is here, oh, right off the bat, you don't even show a picture of the bar. Unless this is the bar or that's part of the packaging. No. So you don't even show the bar in your main image. So that's a big miss right there. I'm surprised I missed that. So you want to be able to pan back a little bit, show the packaging, and show the bar kind of at a tilt. Maybe some suds around it kind of thing to make it look like it's been used. But yeah, you definitely want to showcase that. But yeah, your ranking needs to be bulked up a little bit as well. Shampoo bar, your ranking there. All these kind of competitors, shampoo bars and conditioner set. Yeah, that in the organic rank in the A+ content along with alt text. I didn't check your alt text. Let me take a look. We're on a mission. Yeah, you're not using alt text. So alt text is another way to enhance your SEO as well. So deploy that, but definitely talk more about why you're better than the traditional standard. Go ahead, Ryan. LinkedIn user, great live, enjoying this. If you're loving it and you're enjoying it, you should have put your name, LinkedIn user, but I appreciate it. Keep on rocking. First time books. So if it's a book, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. Just because books, the merchandising wise, there's not a lot of opportunity there to move the needle. So unfortunately, books, I just don't want to clog up the time with books. So let's go to the next one. Wow, I appreciate you doing this. Can we get a look? 2020 says it all. You're sure right, it does. Let's take a peek ski-doodle. Oh, Beet Root. Beet Root Gummies. Let's take a look. Okay, right off the bat, I will say this is a rendering. So at least it looks like it. It does not look like a real photo of the bottle. This looks like a rendering to me, which fans of renderings when you don't have another option. But I want to show the real item. It's good that you show it's a clear packaging so I can see the product itself. So that is a plus. This image and this image, I don't see any difference between them. So I would say not to put one or the other. Berry beet flavor, soft and chewable, gelatin free. Why does that matter? I know that gelatin is a very vegan kind of thing, so explain that. Berry beet flavor. Berry and beets. I don't know how that tastes. Beet root. Why is it good for me? Magnesium, vitamin C, supports blood circulation, heart health, and natural energy. Showcase that. A tasty way to natural energy. Tasty way to natural energy. Okay. She's just standing still and she's looking at me. I want to see some movement. I want to see some energy. Who's your customer avatar? Is it women? Is it men? Is it people in motion? Older, younger? Showcase that. So why are we selling a 2-pack? Oh, so you have a 1-pack here. So I always like to look at the 1-pack. So yeah, you're not really telling me the benefits of it. You're showcasing the customer avatar. We say gluten-free, gelatin-free, peanut-free, GMO-free. Why is that important? 1 month supply, 60 gummies. So I'm assuming that's 2 a day. Serving size 2 gummies. Serving size is 2. Take 2 to 4 gummies daily. I want to read that again. Serving size is 2, but take 2 to 4 gummies daily. So we can't say take 2 to 4 gummies daily and then say it's a 1 month supply. They're going to run out sooner if they take 4. So be careful with that. Brand standards. Okay, you're just not talking about the benefits of it in your organic indexing for the bullet points. Remember, in this space, you're going up against guys like the goalies and the Force and all this other kind of stuff. So no brand story module, guys. Start using brand story module. You have to do that. Branding is everything on Amazon, and on these shows that I do weekly and on Fridays with Jason when we talk about it, I'm always going to hammer home branding. Support a healthy heart. I don't even think we talked about healthy heart up here, did we? You didn't talk about healthy heart till we get down here. So it's important if we're talking about heart health. I don't know, you talk about antioxidants, keeps blood pressure in check. You're talking about all this stuff down here, but you're not talking about it up there. So definitely 6 benefits of beetroot. Talk about a lot of good stuff down here, but don't always bank on people going to your A+ content. That looks like it hurts. If I did that, I would definitely need some beetroot energy to fix that. No crawlable text in here, so I'm curious to see what you're ranking for. I'm always a fan of crawlable text, guys. Make that text crawl. Let's see what we got. Wow, I appreciate this. Okay, you got it. Okay, so Super Beets 34, beetroot powder 203, beets, Super Beets Heart Chews 19. So again, it looks like not doing any PPC at all, or it just turned off, or something happened with that. But the organic is there. You're just ranking low in the spots that really kind of matter, that are hyper-focused with this beetroot capsules. Wondering more about who your competitor is, but definitely want to talk more about you. A lot of good information below the fold, but you don't have that here. It's very kind of a lot to be left desired. Don't always bank on people going down to the A+ content. So sometimes you only get the one shot here. So 2020 says it all. I'm saying it all. Make sure you get that important stuff above the fold as well. We got like 5 minutes left. Ryan, let's do rapid fire. Great content. Matthew, great content. Thank you for sharing your knowledge tip. You got it, dude. Mohammed, thanks a lot. You're welcome. Ruben says, hey, John, what you and Steven are doing is amazing. I would really appreciate your help to review this ASIN. It means a lot to me. Thanks a ton. You got it, Ruben. Ruben. I'm going to start singing everybody's name. I won't do that. Okay. Ruben, I feel like we spoke before about this. I don't know why. Or I spoke to someone else that does this kind of stuff. Yes, Ruben, we spoke about this. Or I spoke to someone that does this. So this is for a kit for doing soccer, referee kit. I remember this image and I was like, oh man, you got to fix this. This image, you got to fix this. This is, got to get a better image or rendering of that. Yeah, referee flip coin. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I actually spoke to you about this before, Ruben. Same stuff applies from when we last spoke. Better images on this for sure. Using the same one here. Imagery is key here. We want to talk about, lifestyle shots, the best ones possible. Something like this, you're going to need to take actual photos for to showcase. Renderings and digital work is only going to be able to go so far. But yeah, Ruben, we spoke about this last time, so I don't want to clog up the time with this. But yeah, definitely connect with me again and we can go over that. But yeah, definitely real photos for something like this you need. Let's hop to the next one. Hamza. Where are you? Let's take a look here. Okay, let's pull this up. UK. Okay, UK. You said UK and I didn't do it. Okay, Kakayzai black double oven gloves, heat resistant. All right, grab it. We're doing some cooking. So this is connected as one. So you put two hands in it and you grab it. And you make your kids smoke. What is this? What is Hamza? What is this squiggle thing right here? What is that? I don't know. It looks like someone got a hair in my cookies. I don't know about that. I think we got to fix that. This is great. It's holding easy to store over the handle. Okay, great. Mitts on, stress off. All right, cool. What's the alternative to this? Why do I want this together? You're missing the photo showing two oven mitts together, and I lost one. Scrambling, trying to find it. You have two right at the ready where you could just grab it and go. Is this washable? Can I throw it in the wash if it gets dirty? Happy cooking, front, back. Looking at me. Okay. Non-slip, fine sewing, terry texture. That's the world's smallest pizza or some weird pie. It's an interesting angle. That squiggle's not in the thing over here. Yeah, you want to just, it's good images. You don't have any crawlable text in here. You want to focus specifically on why this is better than a traditional two kind of glove thing, which is probably the reason why most people lose it. It feels a little Alibaba-esque with the way that you're saying things and the imagery. I will say that. So understand who is your demographic, right? So is it, men, women? Is it people in the kitchen? Can I throw this in the wash and wash it? That's usually a big thing with like those kind of things that get messy, pasta sauce, all this kind of stuff. So focus more on the listing as to why it's better than something individual like this. That'd be my recommendation. Get it, Ryan. Bennett says, can you explain the difference between broad, exact, and phrase? That is PPC details. I will leave that for Jason. That is PPC kind of talk. So come back Friday and ask that question because today I'm just doing ASINs kind of stuff. So I'm not the pro for PPC. Come back Friday. Brian says, hi, can you provide some suggestions on this? Brian, you got it. Mr. Sands. Oh. All right, Gray Riddance, the original. Good riddance, Gray Riddance. Okay. The original permanent nail. Okay, natural hair dye kit. So again, title a little short. Need some more keywords in there. Emojis in the bullet points. I'm a fan of when they're relevant. Putting the same one multiple times feels a little spammy. What is this product? So this is to get gray out. Is that what it is? I don't know. You're not telling me. Cover your gray the natural way. So if I didn't read the box, I would have no idea what this does. So how do I apply it? Do I just spray it in my hair? Do I brush it in my hair? Leaves a lot to be desired. I'm not sure about this. I need some more information here. Just holding it on her head looks like she has a headache. Yeah, no, we need to talk about that a little bit more. I'm assuming there's more information down here, which there probably is. Okay, so you're spraying it and brushing it in. Guidelines. Who is it for? Our story. Okay, you want to put all this made in the USA, but I did not see one American flag up here showing it's made in the USA. So again, guys, information that's below the fold, it's not going to be shown if I don't go down there, right? So we want to use that brand story module, or you are using it, but you're not talking about, oh, you are using this information. So then why are we repeating it down here? So you want to use this for specific product-based stuff, right? So understanding that why you and why not your competitors. Spraying it on the, do I have to, can I be in my dress shirt and spray it, or is it going to get everywhere? What does it look like when it comes out? Is it colored? Can I use it on different hair colors? Yeah, a lot to be desired. Like, do I have to have a certain hair color for it to work? A little confused. 2 applications. So is one bottle only good for once? A lot of stuff to be wanted there. A lot of stuff to be desired. Let's hop to the next one. I know we're kind of, let's do 3 more, Ryan. We'll do 3 more. Function 1. Hi, do you review book products? Yeah, books I'm not going to do just because books is very touch and go with Amazon. So books, I would say, unfortunately, I'm not going to do, guys. Brian, I think we just did that one, right? Fenotes says, can you review? Did we do Fenotes? Let's see. Let's take a look. Ring King, toilet ring remover. How many of you have rings around your toilet? All right, so Ring King. Industrial strength, hard water stains, easy to use. Apply it. Okay, how do I apply it? Let it soak. Do I just dump it out in this, or do I have to put it in a bottle? What do I do? Powerful stain remover. Toilet ring, but that's not a toilet. So bathroom toilet bowl cleaner, but that's not a bathroom toilet. So we want to showcase that. We want to showcase how we're using it, right? So I have to put this into something else, or can I dump it out from this? Talk to me more about that. Brand story module. Okay, so this is a Vendor Central item. Yep. So it's a little bit different with Vendor Central. So they're going to have the from the manufacturer, and then you're going to have the description here. So one thing, this is very industrialized kind of stuff, right? Suitable for household or industrial services. So this looks more like a commercial stuff, right? So are we focusing more towards the commercial strength thing? This looks more like a personal kind of toilet bowl. Learn to love a little bit more about that. Would love to learn a little bit more about that. Yeah, about the application goes, but let's take a look here and see. I always like to press people's buttons and ask them, oh, I searched it before. Let's see. And if we talked before, guys, don't feel ashamed to be like, hey, John, we talked before. Toilet bowl cleaner is 126 organically. Toilet cleaner 96. Bathroom cleaner 54. Toilet bowl cleaner 235, but you're paying to be number 7. So toilet bowl cleaner is important enough for you to pay to be number 7, but not important enough to organically rank. So being that this is a Vendor Central listing, you probably can't change as much as you want to, but we're here to help. So something like that, we have a whole team of Vendor Central people. So if you're having problems adjusting and optimizing your listing because it's Vendor Central, you're not the only one. We're here to help. Cool. Brian, we'll do 2 more. Nelson. Got it here. Love Mom. LiteGR sofa sidekick. I bought one of these, not this one, but it didn't fit my sofa because my sofa has like a weird kind of bend to it. Okay, cool. So plastic bottles, cups, boom, boom. Removable silicone insert, great. Okay, oh, so this bends around. Oh, see, I probably would have one of those, so it doesn't work if you have that. Okay, why is this important? So we're not talking about why is this important. This is important. Okay, before and after. Okay, that's just the coffee. And don't show a rendering of that because that just looks like a bad rendering. You could find someone's sofa that's willing to let you spill some stuff on it, I'm sure. And then clean it up and be nice. But yeah, also you want to talk about the benefits of keeping the remote so you don't lose the remote, and being able to eat on your couch without making a mess. So you're going to be a very crowded space. $29.95 is a very high price point for something like this compared to your competition. That's going to be, you know, well, actually, maybe not. Maybe it's kind of priced right. The one I got was cheaper. Yeah. But again, you know, there's different features like holding, you know, iPhones and tablets and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, you're in New York. New York-based company specializing in products making life easier. Okay, cool. Sofa Sidekick. I never like these things, guys, because you're just taking a 5-star thing, and Albert could be nobody, right? So it looks cool to people that are like, oh, it's, you know, but the real tell is going to be up here, how the product is, not down here. So don't use this space to kind of sell someone on that. Oh, you got some prime drink here. That's cool. This is cool. Get fancy when you need to. One thing you're not talking about above the fold is that you could use it in a tub. That's a big plus that you're not talking about up here. You're not talking about how you can use it in a tub. You're just talking about there. So I would recommend you putting that up there for sure, because who doesn't want to kick back and have some cheese while they soak in the tub for any couch potato? Yeah, merchandise that. That's my quick down and dirty. One more, Ryan. One more. We gotta exit out of here. Nathan, just give me the down and dirty there. All right, hold on one second, Nathan. Last one for the day, guys. Hope you all tune back. If I missed you, I hope you tune back in next week and let Steven and Jason know how much you love us, love me, love you. I need some praise. I'm an extrovert. Our company is very culturally based as far as introverts. I'd say like 90% of our company is introverts, and I'm one of the extroverts. Rugpadpets, pet-friendly barrier. Where's the barrier? Is it that? Oh, where is it? Is it that? Is it on it? That leads me to be confused. I thought that was part of the rug. So I would say that, so this is the piece, right? So what I would prefer you have on your rug is a peel away shot, where here's the rug, here's your product, and peel it away so I know it's 2 pieces. Because at first I thought it was the rug itself. I wasn't sure. So this is something that if you spill it, the floor stays dry, but then can I rinse it out? Or is it no good anymore? Cute dog, but most people that are in this kind of situation, show me something that is so pet friendly. Show me a big dog that's gonna pee all over the rug and make a giant mess. Don't show me a little dog that's gonna pee like this much and it's gonna just show me like the Great Dane that's gonna like pee like a river on my rug. Show me that. That's gonna make me feel a little bit more. So Eco by Design thin. So yeah, your variation here is needs to be fixed because it's a little bit confusing. So I have to hover over it, and I don't like doing that. Lifetime value, life of the rug warranty. Be careful when you say that, because if someone has their rug for 400 years and they come back and they say, hey, you know, whatever, I don't know. I'd just be leery of that. No A+ content, no brand store and module. Big miss. So you're sending, either you just got started, but listen, you have to make sure you do that. I don't know if you're brand registered just yet, but if you are, use that. If you're not, get brand registered. It's definitely something you want to do. Cool. All right. How do I do this? Let me just exit this part out so you guys can see me. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that today. That was my first ever ARL ASIN review live. Be sure to tune in next week. I'm doing this every Wednesday at noon Eastern time. Go to myamazonguy.com/ASIN. Submit for your ASIN to get reviewed by our team. Hop on here. I'm happy to review it live. Feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. Happy to do that there as well. Whatever help you guys need, that's what we're here to do. I know Jason has a fancy way of exiting on Fridays, telling you all about Mag. I'm working up to that. I ran over time a little bit. So tune in next week. I'm going to fine tune it a little bit more. Come prepared with your ASINs. I'm here to give you as much value as possible. So I appreciate you guys' time today. Thank you so much. We'll speak soon. Bye.